Welcome to the Statecraft guide on navigating the menus and tech problems. Let's begin with menu navigation. This guide is meant to help you navigate any unexpected or unaccounted for menus they may encounter. It's really simple. You just hover over that section of the top bar and click on the section that you want. And then you click on the section in there that you want. You may need to hover over more than one section. The sidebar can be used by clicking instead of hovering. There are a variety of functions, most of which are very self-explanatory, like Zoom meetings or Mailbox, which is a way that you can contact with other states or just get reports like spy reports or embassy reports, or just have more contact and info about your nation. And there's also the documents where you can find the original manual, and the help section where you can look for help on anything you have questions on. And also, somewhere in here, there is a way to contact tech support. Speaking of which, let's move on to the tech problems. There are bound to be a number of issues that you see arise in your game that are not listed here, but here are some that you should account for. 1. Even if Statecraft claims that you can buy an already bought big project, you cannot, and you'll lose all associated resources without gaining the big project. So if the red country here has bought the CIA, no one else can buy the CIA, and if they try to, they'll just lose those resources. 2. Sea tiles cannot be conquered. Let's look at this. So if we go to zone borders here, you can see, even though, even though the red country has conquered Sapphire Island, they have not conquered the blue region. The blue area around it, which is the sea tiles. Those have no real function, and they just make it so that when you put a ship over there, you have to say, are you planning to attack with this unit? Obviously, the answer is going to be no. You're not going to be able to conquer anything. It has no effect. But it's just something to realize. 3. Crackdown and suppress faction never really work to suppress the factions. They do, on occasion, work to suppress the faction for like a turn or two, but they never end up working in your favor because they'll just bring your approval down forever to like 0 for every faction, no matter what. The CIA doubles vision of your own country's units. Let's look at this in action. If you go to Ambassador CIA report here, you can see every country's units with the CIA. But if you look at your own country's units, it's doubled. You can see here with this one down here, you can see the original unit here. And the CIA shows another unit right here, but it's the same unit. So it has no real impact, but it's just a visual bug that you'll have to deal with if you get the CIA. You can often buy more than the limit of buildings in a city. Let's see this in action. Let's go to city structures. Which, by the way, this is another menu up here, kind of. And you can see here with the EPA office, we have 4 out of 3 EPA offices in the city. How's that possible? It shouldn't be, which is why it's an exploit in our Statecraft game. We said that once we figured it out, we decided to limit it, so you had to make sure you're not buying over the correct amount. The way to do this is actually once you have something like 6 out of 6, you can't buy any more. But if you have like 2 out of 5 and then you buy 5 more, it'll give you 5 more no matter what. So maybe talk with other groups and your teacher to see if they want to make sure people limit the amount of buildings they put into a city for this reason, because it is an exploit and it shouldn't be allowed. Tech problems and mistakes that lead to a state gaining an advantage or losing something unfairly are bound to happen, so don't freak out. You can always email Statecraft tech support and talk to your teacher, but have no expectations that the problems will be fixed. That's all for this Statecraft guide. See you in the next one.